Hey, folks, what's up? This is Michael in the wee hours of the night on the Graveyard Shift with your daily trivia question yet once again. And welcome to the weekend. It's finally here, complete with 100-degree heat index weather, hot, sweaty pop-up storms that may be severe, all that good stuff. It's that time of year. So the answer to the previous trivia question was none other than the comedian Bobcat Goldthwait. And I do realize there was some mix-up as far as maybe like the year. I found 2 years in my research, 92 or 94. It was one of those 2 years. I'm almost certain that it happened in 92. I think I mentioned 94 in the trivia question. And there was some mix-up on the date. I think he was subsequently charged on the 20th, which was the focus of the trivia question. And I think the incident actually occurred on the 9th. But anyways, I got the month right. So that accounts for something. Anyhow, listen, Goldthwait had a weird persona back in his day as a comedian, which included the kind of a mentally deranged and unstable character telling jokes that pushed the envelope. That was his routine. Every comedian's got one. That was his spiel. That was his shtick. Comedians like Goldthwait during this era were well into kind of over-the-top, edgy approach, stunt-driven humor. All of those boxes were getting checked. This was the era of like Sam Kinison, if you remember, or stuff like that. So Goldthwait was no exception, and he even managed to work his character into a few films in Hollywood at the time, which was quite an achievement when you're a comedian. That's kind of like at the peak of your career. Okay, I think he was in one of the Police Academy movies. So while making his rounds on the talk show circuit, Goldthwait showed up for a taping of The Tonight Show that year for a scheduled guest spot. During the course of his appearance, he famously produced a can of lighter fluid, sprayed it on his chair that was immediately opposite Jay Leno, and proceeded to light the chair on fire, much to the surprise and shock of everyone. Now, no one was harmed during this, but Leno and the guest, Lauren Hutton, who was there with Bobcat, had to act quickly to extinguish the flames. Everyone kind of gasped at the stunt. They thought, is this scripted? Did this come off randomly? Was this off the cuff? Nobody really knew, including Jay Leno. You could see in the actual footage of this where he's surprised. Now, law enforcement authorities, after reviewing the tape of the incident, did not think that this was so funny. In fact, they took it very seriously and looked up some specific penal codes regarding the whole thing, and they ended up subsequently charging Bobcat Goldthwait, the comedian, with recklessly causing a fire, along with another misdemeanor, and he was ordered to pay. He was ordered to pay over $3,800 in fines, including about $700 for the price to repair the chair. He was given 3 years of informal probation, and there was talk among prosecutors of sending him to jail. This was not a funny thing at all. So suddenly he started taking things a little more seriously after this, and didn't behave so recklessly. Before this, he had appeared on Arsenio Hall and had like spray painted his stage and his whole backdrop and so forth. Got a little crazy on Arsenio Hall show as well. So Goldthwait would go on to experience a little more success after this incident, before kind of fizzling out in the limelight. That his heyday kind of came and went. So he is still around today. Usually comedians like this from back in the day, if you will, they travel in groups, and he is still around today. He does his stand-up, but his act has long gone is the characteristic kind of screech and misdirected energy of his kind of a deranged character. Now he just does his spiel, his shtick, his monologue in his normal voice, and just tells kind of normal jokes. He's not lighting things on fire by any means anymore. And there is plenty of footage of this on YouTube if you actually want to look at the actual incident as it played out. So check it out. That's Bobcat Goldthwait. All right, folks, we're stuck on the 90s. I like the 90s. The 90s were good to me. I had long kind of Bon Jovi hair in the 90s. But anyways, continuing with that theme for the weekend, getting it started for May 21st on this day in 1999. After being nominated for the award an incredible 19 years in a row, this actress, who played Erica Kane on the soap opera All My Children, finally wins the Daytime Emmy for Best Actress. Finally. Have a good weekend, folks. Enjoy your day. Get out and go do something. Have some fun. Peace out, folks.